Breaking news: Southeast governors ask Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu, set to visit President Bola Tinubu. Guys, this is wonderful. Now the Southeast governors have made great moves to visit President Bola Tinubu to discuss on Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Southeast Governors Forum has agreed to meet with President Bola Tinubu and engage with the Nigerian government to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB). This decision was contained in a communique issued after a 6-hour meeting at the Enugu State Government House on Tuesday. The 5 governors from the region, Peter Mba of Enugu State, Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, Professor Charles Soludo of Anambra State, Charles Nwafuru of Ebonyi State, and Senator Hope Uzodinma, Governor of Imo, attended the meeting and signed the 5-point communique. The forum also resolved to implement the report of Southeast Security and Economic Summit held in Owerri on September 28, 2023, with actionable plans. Now, the Southeast governors have called on the president to release the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, and they have also noted that they would visit President Bola Tinubu to secure the release of the president. Guys, it was earlier reported that these Southeast governors were holding some kind of closed-door meeting in discussion of Nnamdi Kanu's release. Yes, they held a closed-door meeting earlier today. They were discussing on Nnamdi Kanu's release and how they would go about it, also the security of Southeast region. And finally, they've come up, with a good move by planning to visit the president and also addressing the insecurity in the region. Guys, this is really commendable. At least the Southeast governors are, making great moves towards securing the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And out of these Southeast governors, the Ohanes Ndibo, meanwhile, in another statement, had noted that it seems that some certain persons among the Southeast governors are, hindering the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Guys, the story is just too much. The IPOB Ohanes Ndibo had made allegations that there are some Southeast governors that are hell-bent on making sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not released. And these are the Southeast governors that we know. The Ohanes Ndibo noted that some Southeast leaders, some traditional leaders, some political leaders in the Southeast are doing everything within their power to make sure Nnamdi Kanu is not released. So I hope that those persons they are alleged to have, wanting to hinder the release of Nnamdi Kanu, I hope they are not among these guys that held this closed-door meeting, because Ohanes Ndibo, while making that disclosure, they failed to reveal to Nigerians the names of those alleged Southeast leaders that are, going around making sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not released. They did not mention their names. However, people have been having speculations on some certain figures, some certain political figures in the Southeast region that might be responsible for that. And now, we've not been able to place our fingers on them because Ohanes Ndibo has not released names. But what we know is that these Southeast governors are set to meet President Bola Tinubu to, talk about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which is really commendable. If the national lawmakers, if the federal lawmakers can come together to issue a communique on the release of Nnamdi Kanu to write letter to the president, then the Southeast governors should also take the bull by the horn and do something about this. I'm really, this is commendable, and I'm glad that people are stepping up. A lot of people are stepping up, clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This is really great. This is commendable that people are coming out of their shells, most especially Southeast leaders. They are coming out of their shells to see to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They had earlier held a closed-door meeting to make sure that, yes, everything is in order. So this news is, at the conclusion of their closed-door meeting, they finally concluded on what they want to do. So by all means, Nnamdi Kanu must be released because it is the only way to restoring peace and security to the Southeast region. I pray and I hope that the governors will not sweep this under the carpet. Even now that they've made their intentions known, I hope they won't sweep this under the carpet. I hope they will take the bull by the horn, and I hope they will work tremendously to see to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I really hope they get to do this so that their people and their region would come back to normal, because the insecurity going on, the sit at homes, it has hindered the economy over there. I mean, it has hindered their economic growth, and it is not doing them any good. So now that they have decided to take this thing further by visiting the president, I hope the president would also listen to them, because ever since Nigerians have been clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is yet to release a statement concerning this. But then this is a good decision. In fact, this is one of the best decisions the Southeast leaders and the governors have made so far. This is really good news. Yes, my country people, it is. It is a good news. Now that the Southeast governors are set to meet with the president, this is one of the best decisions ever that they've made for quite some time, because they can't keep going around in circles. They have to come back to the root of the problem, which is releasing Nnamdi Kanu, so that all these crises in the Southeast region can come to an end, because he's the only one that would be able to fight off those insecurities going on in the region. Like Nnamdi Kanu once said, that if he is released under 2 minutes, who are those people perpetrating insecurity in the Southeast region? They would be rooted out, they will be fished out, they will be, in fact, they will face his wrath. And that is what the people of the Southeast deserve. They have suffered for long, and Nnamdi Kanu too has suffered. So it is time for his release, and Nnamdi Kanu will be released. I only hope and pray that the president will listen to their demands. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section.